I stopped it now because I wanted to. Hey. It's quiet. Okay, so I just want to say before we begin, the reason that I'm late is because I tried to fix my chat. I don't know what's wrong with my chat. CSS, it's not been working lately. So, yeah, sorry. Chat won't be on screen until I fix it. Honestly, I think I just have to get my whole PC situation sorted out because I haven't been able to update OBS since November of last year. And that needs to be fixed. So, yeah. So I'm sorry the chat won't be on screen. It'll just have to be the case. But, hi. How you doing? I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Had some fun hopconning earlier, but now it's time to dish out some love advice. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This stream is going to be 100% yap. So I'm going to spend just a few minutes talking to you guys at the beginning. And once we get in, I'm going to focus on it, and I'm going to deliver my advice. I'm going to deliver it, okay? I'm going to be 100% honest with you. We're not getting through all of them. I'm really sorry. I'm sure a lot of you had some really good submissions. We're not going to. We're just not. It's not going to happen. And the reason for that is because there were 800 submissions. I had this form open for the shortest time I've ever had a form open since doing a stream like this. There were 800 submissions. 800. Actually over 800, but the number is minuscule, so it's basically 800. I've never had that many submissions before. I think the most I've had up to now is like 6 or 7, 700, maybe 4 or 5. Honestly, it might not even be that high. I don't even know, dude. Genuinely, I am very concerned as to what was actually submitted. Yeah, we're just not gonna get through all of them. It's not gonna happen. I could try to do another stream. I just don't know how I'd fit it in with everything that I'm trying to do. I have a lot of collabs to look forward to in the coming weeks. I have a lot of things to record off stream, and due to my current limitations, I cannot record and stream in the same day. So it makes it very difficult. I have to really time my streams properly and plan them carefully, because if I have multiple things that I want to do, I can't do them all in the same day. And sometimes I can't even do them all in 1 week. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Going forward, I might slow down on collabs just a bit. I have a bunch next week, and I think I have a couple planned for the future. But once things start to settle down, I'm gonna have to slow down with collabs until I make a full recovery, because there's things that I want to do on my own as Vanta, and I can't do them if I keep accepting collab opportunities. And as much as I love my friends and I love all the people in NIJI that are also my friends, I don't know why I felt the need to specify that, but you know, here we are. I need to be able to produce content on my own. Like, I want to do members only streams so much, and I want to do more solo streams so much. It's just really hard to find the time when I can only stream for 2 to 3 hours a day, and I can only stream once a day. You know, it's really not easy. And I don't want to overdo it by being like, oh, I'll join a collab, and because I'm not streaming, technically it's like I'm not a part of it, you know? No, I should take better care of my voice. So I just have to be better with my time management and being careful with how I plan things going forward. So yeah, thank you guys for your patience with me though, and your understanding. It means a lot. So with all that said, let's get into this. Now I'm gonna basically be like this. The screen's gonna be like this the entire time, and I'm going to have them up like this. I'm gonna pop it up. What advice do you need? Long answer text. So that's how it's gonna look. I will increase the size of it if need be, but for the most part, it's gonna be like this. And something else that's very important too, while we're getting into this, is I was unable to procure help or assistance in order to go through these. So I'm actually going through these for the first time. So what's going to happen is that instead of vetting them off stream, like I would normally have friends or Mane-san do, this time I'm going to vet them myself live. So I'm going to go through these, and if I come across one and it's like, whoa, this is weird, or if it's something that I don't feel pertains to the topic of the stream, or if I just don't feel that I'm equipped to answer it, then I will not. So yeah. Okay, let me turn on my light really quick. It's dark as hell in here. And then I'm gonna have something that really opens up my throat. Cause I need it. Okay. I have water, I have lozenges, I have throat spray, and I have paper cola. Wish me luck, friends. Rip Vanta's innocence. Please. You didn't see what people submitted for my 200k bath stream. Speaking of which, I think I want to do the 250k celebration either towards the beginning of next month or before the end of this month. Either way, I have to time it right because, God, Elden Ring comes out. I have business to take care of. All right. Let's get this bread. Let's get it going. Oh, disclaimer. I will not be held responsible for the outcome of your life or situation if you decide to follow said advice. Whether the outcome be good or bad, I am not responsible for the outcome. As a matter of fact, I want to say please do not follow this advice. I will not be giving intentionally bad advice. I will just give advice that I think is fitting. I just want you to know you're taking advice from a single man who has only had his heart broken multiple times and gets a lot of his relationship knowledge from the several successful relationships, several decade-long relationships that I am surrounded by from very successful people and social media. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. And if I do say some stuff that kind of hits, I just want you to know that a broken clock is right twice a day. All right, we ball. All right. Okay. First question. Oh, wait, that's weird. Why did that happen? Oh, okay. Oh, why did it do that? Okay. Okay, perfect. Why did it do that? Okay, that's strange. I'm gonna move myself over just a bit. I think it should be like this. Why did it do this? Okay, let me just move this over so that we can see the full question. Okay, now we should be good. And then I'll move myself over too. Perfect. All right, so first question is, how can I gain confidence when texting through dating apps? I literally swipe all the time, but end up getting scared and never texting them. How can I gain confidence when texting through dating apps? Gain confidence? I'm gonna assume. Wait, I know who this is. You put your name. By the way, I'm not reading names out loud because I did not indicate very clearly that putting your name down means I'm gonna read it on stream. So I'm gonna do you guys a favor and leave you anonymous. If you're a girl, then you don't have to worry about it, honestly. Okay, so yeah, it's matey. Yeah, so you don't have to have confidence. Just say whatever. You don't have to say whatever. Like, what? No reason to worry about confidence. Confidence for what? No, I'm kidding. Confidence. I literally swipe all the time, but end up getting scared and never texting them. Okay, so your problem isn't that you're trying to text them and they're not turning into anything. You just aren't texting them. You sound like me. I don't know. I don't know how to gain confidence through texting and dating apps. I would just get off the dating app. That's how you gain confidence. Don't spend time on a dating app. Dating apps are a thing that makes you obsess over superficial things. It's a very curated bio where you can see the highlights of people's lives. Or if you're a man, then the stupidest parts. Who knows? Sorry. You're just me. I don't know. You're kind of dangerous for that one. But honestly, if in all seriousness, my best advice would just be to say something. Some of my funniest interactions have been on dating apps. When I was on one, way back when. It wasn't that long ago. Probably what, 3-4 years ago. A friend was like pushing me to do it. What is it? They were just like, yeah, bro, get on a dating app. I swiped right on everyone, and then every time I got a match, I would just message them something really funny. One of my favorite ones to this day is when literally some girl, I think it was Bumble. A girl messaged me, because girls message first on Bumble, and she said, "Hey," and I was like, I think we can do better than that. As like an opener, I think we can do better than that. And then she said, "Oh, hey, daddy," and I was like, there we go. Nothing came from that because she just wanted to sleep with me. That was not fun. I'm not really into doing anything like that on a first meeting. So I was like, yeah. Okay, next one. All right, next question. How to pull hotties in the big 2025, no glue, no borax. Be sexy or be Vantacrow bringer. Okay, let me see. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. Okay. Don't think I've ever had a crush in my life. Last I remember was from elementary, and it was just a guy who I thought looked the most okay out of all my classmates. I do feel attracted to people, but never enough to develop real feelings, and sometimes I feel like I can't form meaningful connections anymore. Even though I know meaningful connections don't have to be romantic. Do you have any advice? Sorry for the kind of serious ask. Sounds like you're on the mend and you're like, am I aromantic or am I asexual? You might be questioning that. I think everybody goes through this at some point in their life, where you're just like, maybe I'm not meant to be with somebody. I think just wait, have some patience. I think just have some patience. But also, if you really want to know it, I think your best bet is to just put yourself out there, you know? Go out, be out places, dress up cute, look good. Let somebody ask you out, or ask somebody out if you think they're attractive, or if you're interested in them, whatever, you know? Put yourself in spaces that you enjoy. You'll likely meet people that you enjoy. Your Prince Charming or your princess or your monarch might be stuck in a tree. Go help them. But yeah, trust. Don't worry. If you're yearning for love and you feel you might be aromantic, you're probably not aromantic. You just haven't found somebody that you liked yet. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. Joe, thank you for 13 months. Exactly. Sexy and Vantacrow bringer are synonymous. You know it. Let me see. Oh, okay. I'm kind of just reading through all of them first try. It's kind of funny. Hi, Mr. Tyrant. Although I'm currently not in a relationship right now, not including second BFs from Otomes, I would like to ask, how does one deal with attachment issues? My last try at this love thingy went wrong, and now I'm scared to try again because I found out I have giga attachment issues. Thank you very much, Mr. Tyrant, sir. I think everybody just has different wants and needs when they're in a relationship. Some people are, what is it? I can't remember the exact words. It's like basically whenever there's a fight or whenever there's a lack of communication, one person creates distance and the other person needs to close the distance. You just have a different style of love. You need to find someone that meets that. There's nothing wrong with it. Unless you have attachment issues to the point where it's just like they can't like go out and enjoy themselves. But I don't know. If you're saying like attachment issues as like another way to describe yourself as clingy, I don't think being clingy is necessarily a bad thing. You just need to find somebody that matches your energy. Okay. Ah, okay. This is interesting. Let me see. Let me extend this one. All right. So I like my brother's best friend, who's a very handsome guy, by the way, and he's also a big green flag. Okay. The thing is that he usually comes to my house to eat on the weekends because my mom invites him and my bro, and he always tries to make small talk with me and shit like that, or even offers to do stuff for me, washing the dishes. Or when I come over to my brother's house, when I come over to my bro's house, he tries to make me feel comfortable. Sigh. But am I being too delusional by thinking I might have a chance, or is he just really a nice guy? Even if I had it, I don't know if we could do anything because he's my bro's friend and also roomie. Clarification, I'm T-Mask, pre-HRT, and also men kisser, and well, he's straight. Damn. Yeah, just give up on that. Just give up on that, I think. I think you just, it's time to move on. Praying for you. Love you, though. Take care of yourself. I think, like, I think that's just a move on type beat. Look, I'm as much as it hurts to say, this is more of like a mismatch type beat. You know? It sucks though. I'm sorry about that. That is unfortunate. But who knows, you know? I say keep that connection, but definitely move on. Definitely move on. Definitely move on. But hold on to that connection, you know? Might be a good friend, and who knows, maybe they'll become more open-minded. Okay, You're my girlfriend's Kamiyoshi, so I always call you her VTuber boyfriend for funsies. So you're basically my boyfriend-in-law. How do you feel about this? I love how everyone that types their messages in chat pop up in chat and they go, oh my gosh, that's me. Honestly, I think it's nice that this time Vanta Jr. is not splitting up the relationship. He just has a place in it. I have nothing but respect for you. Because it couldn't be me. No, I'm playing. I won't do anything. That's crazy. I'm a boyfriend-in-law. I'm a boyfriend-in-law. Well, something to learn. Thank you for the congratulations. Oh wow, wait. Okay, this is first time it's actual relationship advice. Okay. Hello, Vanta. What do you do when in the relationship we are low-key always fighting, arguing over petty shits, and we get into more fights because we both have pride? I tried to lower my pride when I know I was in the wrong, but he won't. He keeps saying he's going to change, but he doesn't. I really want this to work with him. So you say he, so I'm assuming I'm gonna jump into roles with this. So I'm assuming a lot because there's a lot of context I'm missing. For one thing, I would recommend couples therapy. I think having a mediator there to listen to both of the sides of the story so that you can both figure out what the problem is something that would be really helpful for the both of you. However, not everybody has therapy for money. Not everybody has money for therapy. Gosh, I think a lot of people need therapy for money though. But that's beside the point. If you cannot afford therapy, which would be completely understandable, something that I would suggest is having like a genuine sit-down talk about feelings. And I think one of the most successful ways to talk to each other when you're both clearly extremely defensive people. No, guys, no, it's not a red flag. Don't call it a red flag. So when you're dealing with two people are trying to function as a single unit. And when you have someone that's that close to you, it puts you in a very vulnerable state. And a lot of people don't know how to handle when they're in that vulnerable state. When you're in a good relationship, you will find out things about yourself that you simply could not find out while you were single. You cannot find that out. So what will happen is that you might do something that hurts your partner, and it won't be intentional. At least I would hope it's not intentional. You will say something or do something that will hurt them, and they might seek an apology from you. They want to be comforted by you. However, what will end up happening is that, say you're the one that was hurt, you might come to your partner and be like, hey, you did this, and I'm hurt. So like, what the heck? And you will sound very judgmental to them, and they will feel judged, which will make them go into their defensive. And when they start defending themselves, they might say any number of things. They could turn it back on you and say, well, what about you? You did this. And it'll go back and forth and back and forth. It's called the waltz of pain. It's not great. It's not great for relationships. So if you find that you are getting hurt by his words, then perhaps bring it up in a way that is not judgmental. And I know that you're not trying to be judgmental, but it's the way that you might be saying it. It might be coming off as judgmental, which makes him get defensive. So like, if he said something that you felt hurt you, just say, hey, the story that I'm telling myself is because you did this, I feel neglected, hurt, whatever it might be. And that way, you are not putting the blame on him. You're just saying, hey, you did this and it made me feel this way. I know that you didn't do it on purpose. I know that you would never try to hurt me intentionally. I know that we're both on the same side, but it did hurt me. And I would really appreciate it. I really like it when you do this. So, if you could do that right now, it would mean a lot. I feel like that's the best advice I can give in that moment. So just say how you're feeling without putting the burden of blame on them. All right, next question. Shit. International long distance relationships. Get fucked, bro. Get fucked, bro. No, I'm playing. I mean, you know the deal. All you can do is talk. General advice, you don't have any specific questions, but I think this will go out to all international or any long distance relationship, honestly. Do what you would do in real life, but do it online. Communicate. Over communicate. Plan things together. Plan like whatever. I don't know. Order them. I mean, I don't know if you guys are, I don't know what age you guys are if you're able to drink. But order food. Each of you grab food or make something together and then eat it. Have like a cute little date online over like Discord or Skype. I don't know. Oh wait, Skype dead? Or is that the other one that's a lie? I don't remember. But like, you just got to heavily communicate and make plans as if you were together. Easy. And then consistently make plans to break the distance. Because if you're never breaking the distance, that's how things go south. Okay, so yeah, Skype is dead. Zoom. Zoom it is. Zoom or Discord. Probably Discord, I imagine, if you're watching me. I can't see too many people that watch me that use Zoom and don't use Skype. So, yeah, do whatever. Praying for you though. Praying for you though. Hmm. Okay. I have a crush. I'm in denial. Why did you asterisk out the you in crush? Okay, whatever. On someone I met online. We're friends, and they've been going through a lot. So I've been trying to be there for them as best as I can. However, it's only after they just started recovering that I've realized I may like them more than a friend. This is genuinely terrifying for me as I don't have a good read on them, and this is the first romantic feelings I've had in years. Literally, any advice would help. Thanks, Kershi. Much love. No parasocial. Oh, yeah, that's a tough situation. Get fucked. Damn. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, this is so real. Sometimes when they're at their weakest and you're the closest one to them, they end up getting really vulnerable with you. And if you're an empathetic or sympathetic person, you might get vulnerable with them as well. And in that time of vulnerability, you both just get really, really close, you know, and you might have developed feelings in that way because you feel like you opened up your heart to them and they were there for you while you were there for them. So it's a totally understandable situation. I would say wait until they recover a bit more, you know, wait and like let them take their time recovering from their previous heartbreak, because you never want to be rebound. Rebound is never a good thing to be. It's never a good thing. You don't want to be a rebound. There's only like there's very few situations where being a rebound is the ideal situation. You don't want to be rebound. So let them recover from that heartbreak, you know, make sure that they're okay. Do everything that you can as their friend. And then, you know, I'm not going to say if the time is right, because the time is never going to feel right. You got to make the time. So, you know, yeah. So let them recover. Take your time. Don't share your feelings with them now. Don't share your feelings with them now. I think your best is just to wait, but don't wait too long. And I know that sounds really difficult of an ask, because it is. You're going to have to figure out when the time is. It's up to you. It's between you and God, okay? But don't be a rebound. Don't let yourself be a rebound, okay? I wish you the best. What the hell? Hey Vanta, so there's this guy who had a crush on me 4 years ago and tried to pursue me, but I don't think I'm ready for it. I thought he gave up, so we became good friends for some reason. Every now and then, he would message me saying that he met someone and wanted to pursue them. So now he got a girlfriend, and he told me they broke up. After that, he sent me a message again that he has a new girlfriend, and then they broke up again, and it happened again. I said that I didn't have any feelings for him, but I don't know why every time he gets new GF, I get irritated. So I ended up talking to him. I don't know what I feel for him, but I think as time passed, I just want him to look only at me and not find a substitute for me. You know, I stopped talking to him because I don't know if I deserve to even feel that way, because it's been so weird. I don't know what to do now. Yeah, so you should stop talking to him. He's either schizophrenic or he's crazy. Either way, you don't want to be anywhere near that. I would just block him on everything and stay away from him. Like, what do you mean he got with a girl and then they broke up, and then he got with another girl and they broke up? Those aren't real girls. They're fake. They're in his mind. He got into a relationship with fictional women, and then he broke up with them, and he's telling you about it. He's telling you about his acid trips. Leave him alone, okay? Wait, that can happen? I don't know. I'm just making fun of him because he seems like a weirdo. Some of these are so cute. Hi, Kroshi. I hope I don't sound like an ass. I hope I don't sound like an ass. But here's my question. Is there a way to turn down a guy from a blind date as soon as possible without hurting their feelings? For more context, in our culture, people love to set up blind dates for younger generations, even when they barely know either person. You sound Filipino. As a demi, at least I think so, this is a total nightmare. The worst part is that most of the time, you can't just say no. To be fair, this is nothing personal against the guys I'm meeting. It's just not my thing. All I can think about during the date is fight or flight, and I don't think anything romantic will happen in the situation. So I don't want to waste everybody's time, but I also can't just say, hi, I was forced to be here, or I'll be cooked if they tell the person who set up the date. Is there any way to turn them down without hurting anyone's feelings? Why not just get the free meal? No, I'm kidding. You're probably not an asshole. I'm like, that's dinner, bro. That's lunch. In this economy, you're telling me they're willing to pay for your you get free food? Hop on that, you know? I mean, I think your best situation is stop stressing about the outcome. It seems like you're kind of worried about the feelings associated with it, but you don't even know if you like them. The whole point of blind dates, yeah, the goal is for you two to like each other and for you two to end up together. But at the end of the day, you guys have to like each other. So a blind date is to test the waters. Like, oh, let me pair you up with this guy and maybe you guys will like each other. Give them a chance. Talk to them. Have meaningful conversations. You might learn something new about yourself. I'm not going to say like, oh yeah, you're just, you're going to stay single forever because you're not giving these guys a chance. But I would definitely say give them a chance. Learn about them. Maybe you'll get a new friend out of it, That, or it's just a situation where you're like, you just aren't attracted to any of them. Like maybe you're getting blind dated with like just ugly dudes, which yeah, I would get that. I would be sad too. But again, that's a free meal, and you might make a new friend. And even if you don't make a new friend, you never have to talk to them again. Boom. Wish you the best. Oh, wait, people are just saying their names out. Maybe I should just start reading the names out instead of like trying to remain anonymous, because you guys keep saying it's you. Okay, so recently married my best friend. Congratulations, and I couldn't be happier. He fully supports my ships and lets me simp in peace. We love to see it. Wow, that is awesome. But as someone who's always thinking about the future and prone to anxiety, I sometimes worry, when life gets really hard, how do couples avoid building resentment? And more than that, how do you stay in love forever? The idea of love never fading feels so idealistic and fragile, and I worry I won't be good enough to sustain it. I know love is a choice we make daily, but what if I can't live up to that every single time? If you haven't been told this already, you won't. You won't. You won't live up to it every single time. Relationships, marriage especially, is not 50-50. Sometimes it's 60-40. Sometimes it's 70-30. 80-20, 90-10. Sometimes it's 100-0. There are going to be days when you are out of it and you cannot provide what you normally do. And there will be days when your partner cannot provide and what they normally can do. And it's up to you and them in those situations to take it a step further and make up for what you are not bringing that day. The point is you stay in it. Avoid building resentment by going to couples therapy, having check-ins every week, every month. Make intentional plans to spend time with one another. Do special things. Cook. Go out on dates, one-on-one. No phones. Quality time. Play a board game. Play a game. Watch a movie. Play those card games where you ask each other questions and you have to answer them. Always keep dating your partner. Never settle into married life. Keep dating them. Never assume you know them, and always open them up to change. So like, just because their favorite food was pizza in 2022 doesn't mean their favorite food is going to stay pizza in 2023, and so on and so forth. Keep asking, keep learning, keep learning. Just keep going. Keep dating your partner. Good luck. I wish you the best. How do I get a fine shit? Die. Nah, I'm playing. I don't know. Get lucky. Ball the hell out. I need to get with my... Oh, wait. I just read that out loud. Okay, I mean, I already read it out loud, so might as well just go through it. I need to get with my fine shit. How did we get fine shit twice in a row? I need to get with my fine shit and try to talk with him, like, one-on-one, but I'm scared. It's been 2 months already. Any tips, please? Huh? Need to get with my fine shit and try to talk. Okay, so you have one. You have one in your life. A fine shit in your life. You have a fine shit in your life. And you need to try to talk with him one-on-one, but you're scared, and it's been 2 months. Any tips? Just talk. Pull up. Just say something. Like, I don't understand. It sounds like you got it made. You're saying you have a fine shit. You're just not doing anything. Do something. Best advice I can give. Thank you for the supers, by the way, and I appreciate the compliments on my advice. Whoa. This is interesting. Okay, this is actually a cool cultural one. I'm Japanese and I've been messaging and calling someone from the US for about 2 years. I have feelings for him, but I'm not sure how he feels about me. This is my first time having such long-term communication and calls with someone from overseas, and I'm not sure how to move things forward. Do people in the US tend to avoid direct expressions? Yes. I'd like to know more about American views on romance and relationships. Yes. People in the US tend to avoid direct expressions. From what I've learned about Japanese culture, they're very direct and straightforward with their words. They're very clear and concise. Like, oh yeah, I like you. Do you want to go out? Do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to be this? That kind of thing. Americans are a lot more scared. I don't know where the culture exactly is rooted in, but Americans, honestly, I learned a lot during that one collab with Reimu, when everyone in chat seemed to be my enemy, and then as I started to explain more, people started to understand my side. But I think that helps me understand a lot about how a lot of people view relationships and dating and whatnot. A lot of people in America, they view dating as like this sacred ritual. I have absolutely no fucking idea. Instead of like they view you being forward and like kind of stating your feelings, like, hey, I'm into you, I'm attracted to you, and I'd like to know more about you. Let me take you out. You know, that's not the end of the world to me. But for some reason, Americans view that as the ending of the game. The first person to ask the other person out loses. Ha ha ha, you care. Ha, you show feelings. Ha ha ha, you like me. You like me. It's so weird. It's like this dance that people do, and it's very strange, and you will have to understand the vibe. If I'm being so honest with you, you gotta find somebody else. Otherwise, your best bet might be to be more straightforward, and just be honest. Because if you're talking to an American man, he might never say anything because of two reasons. He's either so stupidly dense that he thinks that you don't like him despite messaging back and forth for 2 years. And you've probably dropped what you consider to be hints, and he just won't take them because he's stupid, or he just doesn't. Or he's also stupid and he doesn't want to seem too pushy, even though you definitely like him, and we know that you like him. So honestly, in this case, you might just have to take the step and say something. Speaking from experience, yes, I'm speaking from experience. What the fuck do you think? Yes, I'm speaking from goddamn experience. Yes, yes. I have a whole ass story where a girl asked me to be her goddamn Valentine. I said yes, not knowing that she was actually asking me to be her Valentine. I thought that she was asking me to some like dance that was happening at the time. I said yes, and then when we were spending like time together in a call, I basically asked her, I was like, did you mean like the dance or like were you asking me to actually be your Valentine? She said, yeah, that was my not so subtle way of shooting my shot. And then I said, oh, my bad, I'm not interested. And we haven't talked ever since then. So yeah, I'm speaking from fucking experience. Yes. And I have more stories than that. I have more stories than that, where I was spending time with a girl every single day for like months, and then, you know, like we either we either have a falling out for whatever reason, or like, what is it? They hit me with the I'm kind of into you, and then I'm like, oh fuck, and then we stop talking. Yeah, no, I'm speaking from fucking experience. So 100%. Definitely speaking from experience. I can say that with confidence. So good luck. She helped my wife, left with the kids, and is making me pay child support. What do I do? Stop membershiping to me. Cancel your memberships. Cancel your memberships, Jude. Thank you for 17 months. Bro, how do I return my Oshi from the store? How do I return my Oshi to the store? Sorry. If it's been more than 30 days, you're cooked. If I've been your Oshi for more than 30 days, there's no returns. All right, next question. TMI, I have a beautiful girlfriend of 2 years, and I love her in my life, but I'm low-key 25% asexual or something, and I don't always want to do stuff with her, but I feel bad because I love her so much. I just seem to have pretty low libido. She knows this, but I fear I'm abnormal and hashtag flop. What should I do, Vantacrow? P.S. I don't know why I'm asking for advice, because if you answer this, I'm gonna show her. Okay, yeah, that's why I answered this, because of the Vantacrow. You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that. You want to know? I actually do have some advice for you, and it's not a product. It's not fucking Blue Chew. It's not like Hims. It's not Viagra. It's none of that. You want to know what it is? So look, I'm not gonna make any assumptions about you physically, because I don't know what you look like. I don't, you know. You also put a name that I don't think is your actual name. So I don't know anything about you beyond this message. So what I'm going to say is this. I am unaware of your physical status, as in fitness-wise. Something I would actually suggest, if you are not as in shape as you would like to be, is to get in shape. Get your diet in order. You know, low inflammatory foods. Get enough protein. Get enough vegetables. You know, eat good food if you can. You know, manage your diet and exercise. Get some genuine exercise in. I'm talking get your steps in and lift. Actually lift, yes. So just improve your diet and start exercising if you aren't already. And if you're doing something already, then you're not doing enough. Do it some more. The amount that if you think that you have low libido, the amount that it will surge after getting in good shape is more than you will expect. That is my only advice. And if it still doesn't work, maybe you are. But yeah. That is my best advice to give. Okay. How do you find love when you're always second choice? Hi, Mr. Tyrant. I have struggled my entire life with guys not being interested in me. Maybe because of how I look or my size on the bigger end, but it seems like every guy I've ever liked has liked my friends instead and has seen me as an obstacle getting in the way to talk to my friend. Am I just not pretty enough? Do I not try enough in my look? I don't know. I even started to wear makeup and guys still don't even look my way, but only care about my friend. At this point, I'm starting to believe I really am just the funny fat friend and not someone deserving of love. I am now 21 in my junior year, going on my senior year of university, and I still haven't had my first kiss or even a date. What do I do? First of all, you're 21. You're fine. You will be okay. I promise. While I feel like giving you the advice to consider, if you don't feel pretty in your own body, then yeah, make some changes. You know, lose weight if that's what you think you need to do. but I wouldn't stress too much about it. If that friend thing is a bit sus to me, maybe reevaluate your friendships as well and your relationships. I feel like the environments you're in might be contributing to this as well. But I think a lot of things in front of you have a lot of choices to make. So rethink your relationships, think about the environment that you're in, and make the changes that you think are necessary to yourself. Make them for yourself. Don't worry about guys. Don't worry about them. Because I'm gonna be 100% honest. You like, I was reading through your whole thing and I was like, oh, and then you said you were 21 and I was like, the hell? You're fine. You have plenty of time. Plenty of time. You are not at your prime yet. You are not at your prime. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. But yeah, if you want like actual advice, yeah. Reevaluate your relationships. Make the changes you want to. So if you feel like you need to lose weight or you want to, do it for yourself. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Trust. You'll be fine. 21 ain't nothing. 21 ain't nothing. You are vibing. Girlie is 21. You will be okay. Next question. How will you know if you're ready for a relationship? Can I be so real? You don't. It's really sad. You don't. There are certain obvious things, like if you have friends and you've been hurt a lot, maybe you feel like you have a lot of baggage, maybe then not. But if I'm being so real, you really don't know. You really don't know. There's not really any way to know. I was saying this before, but you have traumas that you simply don't know about. And you will never find out about them until you get into a relationship. They're simply things that you will not know about. So you just won't know. Your best bet is to just stay open-minded and try to be as understanding as possible. Actually, funnily enough, in regards to the whole, there are traumas and triggers that you have that you won't know about until you're in a relationship. A good example of this is a hot take that I have. This is a pretty hot take. I don't know if it's scalding or not. I don't even know if it's really a hot take. Sometimes people are just like, if you've been really hurt in a relationship, you shouldn't get into a relationship right away. And yeah, to some degree, I do believe that. And a lot of people are like, yeah, if you have struggles and you have, traumas from your past relationship, you shouldn't get into a new one. And to some degree, that's true. But I also feel like in some cases, the only fix to a bad relationship is to get into a better one. Again, how can you heal from traumas associated with a relationship if you're not in a relationship? What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? You just need to be with somebody that can better accommodate for you and help you get over those. But, that's just one of my takes. Sometimes you can't heal from traumas that don't show up. Like say you have a trauma that only appears when you're in a relationship, which is plenty of them. You will have tons of them. Sometimes you have traumas that will only appear when you're in a relationship. How can you identify it and heal from it if you're not in a relationship? If it's not happening, then it's gone. You can't heal. You can't heal from it. You can't do anything with it. But okay, oh. Ugh. Oh god, this sucks. I've recently developed a crush on this guy, and we've known each other for almost a year. Now I know you're gonna say, well, my first problem is that he's a VTuber. Yeah, as I will be soon. Okay, so maybe you're meant for each other. But we are actually genuinely good friends outside of the VTuber sphere. The problem lies in the fact that we function like that trope where the friends romantically like each other, but just never act on it because the guy may or may not be oblivious. And he eventually says the things he says to me to others as if I'm the test subject. I swear I'm not being jealous or letting my trust issues win, I just want to know, what should I do? Do I just separate myself and keep things friendly? So I just want you to know, no judgment, no shade. Yes, you are being jealous, and that's okay. You like someone. I think it's normal to be jealous when you like somebody, especially if they're giving attention to other people and you want their attention. It's okay to be jealous. There's nothing wrong with it. But after addressing that, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you feel like both of you are into each other and he's not making a move, that says a lot of things about him, and it's not painting him in the most positive light for me. My only best course of action at this point on your end is you have to break the silence and say something. But I don't want to say that because maybe there's context that I'm missing. But really the only thing I can say is that if he's not doing something and you're like, I want this to happen, then you have to make it happen. Because again, guys, especially on the internet, are very scared of coming off as a creep, coming off as whatever, you know? There's a lot of things. I feel like so many things happen in the internet these days, and a lot of guys just don't want to come off as weird. So maybe he does sense it, but he doesn't want to act like he does because he doesn't want you to not like him. He doesn't want to be too forward or something. There could be literally any number of reasons why he's not. So maybe at that point it's just on you to break the silence. Good luck. You're a man of all time, Vantacrow bringer. Godspeed. Thank you. But yeah, bless up. Those situations suck. And those situations suck a lot. Thank God I'm a VTuber. I don't have to deal with those. What would you do if he said yes? Would you go? Wait, who? Oh shit. There was context behind that super, and I did not respond to it in time. I'm sorry, Eros. Alright. How do I regain my love for 3D men? I'm around 30 and I just have no patience for dating or meeting people. Why would I bother setting up a date, prepare topics to talk about, arrange a place to meet, getting dressed up, spend 20 minutes to try to gauge if this person is going to kill me, etc., when I can just stay at home and watch anime boys talk about nonsense? No parasocial. Help me, Vanta. I want to make it clear, by the way, I was laughing at one before this that I'm not answering. I was not laughing at this one. I just want you to know. Although this one is kind of funny. But I'm going to be honest with you. It's hard to come up with a rebuttal for this. You're kind of right. Dating sucks. Yeah, I don't know. This one's just hard. This is just hard. Like, I don't really know how to justify any of this behavior. You're right. Why do it? Dating is so annoying. Especially when most men are afraid to say anything, and so are most girls. You know? The only suggestion I would have is stay open-minded and maybe don't date per se, but go to spaces with the intention of meeting people and talking to people. You know, set up the place, but go to places that you like go to a convention, like go to a 2D Otome convention. Maybe you'll meet a guy there that actually, never mind. No, you won't. They're probably all gonna be gay. Yeah, you're fucked. Good luck. Okay. I mean, look, some situations are just fucked. There's context and information that I lack. I'm sorry that I couldn't be of help. There's not much I can do. There's not much I can do. You might meet a bi guy. Okay, maybe you're right. Wait, did you say it was you? The question says it. There's no name. Oh my gosh. Maybe just consider women. What the fuck? Oh, what the hell, dude? I mean, look, there's only so much you can say. How do I regain my love for 3D men? I just have no patience for dating or meeting people. Why would I bother setting up a date, preparing topics to talk about, arrange a place to meet, getting dressed up, and then spending 20 minutes trying to gauge if this person is going to kill me? You sound like you're going through a lot. Like, God, that fucking sucks. You know? Like, what can I do to convince you? Like, oh, maybe don't assume that he's going to kill you by default. You know? I feel like it would just be a bad idea to arrange to meet someone. Like, yeah, I don't know. Every time I think of another option, I'm like, yeah, fuck, you're right. I'm like, shit. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I could think would be to go to spaces that you know are good, where you'll meet people that are like-minded. Then you don't have to prepare topics to talk about. You'll also already get dressed up because you were already doing something anyways. You know? Like, set it up to be more natural. But set it up to be natural. Don't misunderstand. I'm not saying, oh yeah, just live your life and go places. Nah, I'm over that. We're past that phase. We're past that phase. No more of this, like, just live your life, you know, and do the things that you love, and then you'll meet. No. We're not doing that. Look good. Look as good as you want. Go to spaces that you like and make an effort to speak and talk to people with the intention of meeting them to hopefully, you know, for it to be serious. None of this whole wait out for shit, you know? That's if you really want this. But otherwise, you know, good luck. That's really the best advice that I can give. Mo, by the way, thank you so much for the membership. Welcome to the Vantacrow. Illinois? I was hoping that's how you pronounce your name. That looks like it's a cool name. I wish I knew how to pronounce it. Thank you. Welcome to the Vantacrow. Y'all did not just say a body pillow, so then it's 2D and 3D. I swear to God, dude. There's a girl I used to talk to, and we got along really well. I don't think we treated each other like friends. Friends usually would, and I really like her. At this point, it's been nearly a year since I've talked to her, but I want to reach out again. Is there a good way to reconnect without sounding too awkward or weird? Yeah. Just reach out. It's never going to sound awkward or weird. It's only going to sound awkward or weird if you think so. Just message them. If you have the means to, just message them. Literally, what's the worst that could happen? Genuinely. Just be like, hey, what's up? It's been a while. What have you been up to? Do you want to call? Do something? I don't know. Especially if you guys were on that basis before. I don't see any reason why you couldn't just rekindle it. It's not like you ended on bad terms before. If you ended on bad terms or something, or like, you know, if they blocked you and you're like, but I recently like saw them at like a convention and no, that would be bad. But like, if you guys just stop talking for whatever reason, like maybe you just stop communicating. It happens with friendships. And you still have access to them, why not? Maybe they're yearning for you too. Maybe they've been waiting. Go do it. Don't take any more time. The best time to message someone that you think could be the love of your life was yesterday. The second best time is now. Honestly, that advice applies to probably several of the questions in this list. So if you are in a similar situation, please take that advice to heart, because I likely won't get to yours because there's 800 submissions and we are on 40 after an hour. Yes, there's 800. I'm like skimming through these. Okay, I seriously don't have the heart to go into a relationship anytime soon because I keep on thinking about yaoi. It's so bad these days. What if I got into a relationship with someone and they don't like the fact that I love yaoi, gay men having sex? What do I do? Can I cure this? What's the best way to stop this? We just had an anon earlier that got married and their husband supports their ships and their oshis. Just find someone that loves you. Trust me, you liking yaoi is not a barrier. It's only a barrier so long as you make it. What the fuck? What do I do if I have a crush on someone, but that said crush already has another crush? You leave. The said crush also confessed their feelings, but got ghosted and they haven't talked to each other for 3 months. What the fuck? I mean, sounds like they're open. Ask them out. I don't know. What are you waiting for? They got ghosted. Like the fuck? LOL? Easy pickings. What are you asking for? What are you asking me for? Take your chance, homie. They're staggered right now. They got ghosted, and now their stagger bar is all the way, so you can hit them with a critical strike. And the critical strike is, hey, do you want to go out this Saturday? Boom. How to get girlfriend to stop keeping me locked up in the basement. You found a good one. Don't let her go. Okay, so I want to save up money to treat my boyfriend, but I also really want to see Vantacrow bring up Nijisanji Ian's 8th Wave Krisis at Anime Impulse Bay Area 2025 on July 27th. What do I do? You know what to do. I mean, you could bring him to AI. And then you could both see me. You could both see me. Oh my gosh, dude. Vanta, how can I make my anime girlfriend real? Drugs. Don't do drugs, I was joking. Oh, you could also transition. True, and then you could become your own anime girlfriend. Oh wait, I don't actually know if they were a boy or a girl. I don't know. That's tough. Angel, thank you for the membership. Welcome to the Vantacrow. Sorry I talk about drugs. I don't often, actually. At all, really. Interesting. Hmm. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like saying Dr. Bringer or like any variation of Vantacrow relationship advice bringer, Vantasex bringer, you're just asking me to answer your question. That is it. Hi, Dr. Bringer. I just finished university and I'm moving back home for good this summer. And I think I'm at a good place emotionally now where I feel ready to get into a relationship for the first time ever. Problem is that I don't have any close friends here anymore, and I don't know where to even start to meet people. I'm not necessarily dating app material either. I live in a big city, so there's no shortage of people, but the truth about cities is that they're a lonely place to live in a lot of the times. Show me your guidance, please, doctor. So, yeah, I'm really sorry to tell you this, but like every single person that I know that's in a relationship all said that they got into one when they were least expecting it and they weren't ready at all, but they're the happiest they've ever been. So right now you're emotionally ready and you feel happy and you feel content with life and you feel like things are gonna go fantastic and you're like, I'm ready for a relationship. You're not gonna find anybody. You're gonna find somebody when you're at like your lowest and you're like really struggling, and then you're gonna be like, oh my god, I don't even know if I'm ready. But then you get into it and things are gonna be great. I'm just kidding. That's just one take. Honestly, you just gotta put yourself out there. Go talk to people, you know. Dating apps are not something I would suggest. Dating apps suck dick and balls, both of them at the same time. The entire thing is just in their mouth. It's just you know. So like, don't do dating apps. Just don't do that. Honestly, I would say get into some spaces, you know. Put yourself out there. Get into Discord spaces. If you play a particular game, you know, go on places and find a Discord where you can meet up with people and make some friends. And maybe not Discord, because honestly, Discord, there's a lot of fucking weirdos on there. So go to conventions. Conventions are pretty cool. You seem to like anime since you watch me, so maybe you'll like a convention. Maybe go to Anime Impulse and buy tickets to see Vantacrow, Nijisanji, and 8th Wave Krisis at Anime Impulse Bay Area on July 27th. But, you know, that's beside the point. You might meet somebody there that you like. You know, it doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The advice still sticks, though. Put yourself in spaces that you enjoy and surround yourself with people that you enjoy. You're likely going to find somebody that way. If you want it to feel organic at the very least. Otherwise, it's a bit tough beyond that. Dating apps are like the most direct way, but I feel like dating apps are better for hookups. I feel like a lot of relationships don't go too well over that. You know? But just stay open-minded. Talk to people. Have genuine conversations. Do things that interest you. Learn about yourself, and you'll meet people. But I mean, intentionally. Again, I'm not doing this shit anymore of like, oh yeah, just live your life and you'll find someone. Seriously, I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying intentionally go to places. Put yourself in spaces. Go out. Touch fucking grass. Look cute. Dress up. Do what you want to do. Look good. Get your hair together. Get your whole look together. Get everything together. Increase your chances of getting asked out and go on dates if you have the opportunity to, you know? Do whatever. Go to the gym. Get in shape. Maybe you'll meet somebody at the gym. Go to a convention consisting of things that you like Anime Impulse Bay Area on July 27th this year to go talk to your favorite VTuber, Vantacrow, Nijisanji, and 8th Wave Krisis. You could do that. You know, you could also go to a different convention, like one that's more VTuber geared, or one that's not more VTuber geared. Maybe just a regular anime convention, Comic-Con. I don't know. Whatever you're interested in. Put yourself in those spaces, okay? You got this. I believe in you. Naya, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. Hello? Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Is this promo or advice? Who says it can't be both? Come on. But thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Are the tickets going out soon? Let me see. I think so. I don't know the exact number, but I think there's more this time around. So I haven't sold out. So if you're still looking to, it's still there. Yeah, no, I haven't sold out. So I just checked. They're still in stock. How do you say the most insane things and then you /J? It still baffles me after watching you for almost 2 years, albeit still be amusing. Ha! Honestly, I don't fucking know either. Thank you, though, Peter. But yeah, no. So I'm promoing, and then it's like a meme. But yeah, no, I actually haven't sold out. You actually 100% could. Oh, that crack felt amazing. Okay. What the fuck? Huh. What? What? Huh? What? Huh? What? Hello, Vantacrow bringer. I do hope this day or evening finds you well. I recently moved into a boarding house with some new faces. A few of them I've already gotten acquainted with, but one person in particular, he has made my heart flutter upon conversing with him. We share a whole lot of niche hobbies such as listening to rakugo, a Japanese form of comedic storytelling. There is an upcoming show within the next month that I would like to invite him to, but due to the nature of his job, he is quite elusive to get a hold of. I fear if I send him a text message, he would leave me unread. I also fear that if something between us starts to bloom, one of our housemates, an incredibly neurotic Fujoshi, will be weird towards us and constantly get in the way of, I guess what the kids would say, middle-aged men yaoi. The advice that I seek from your knowledge, Vantacrow bringer, is how should I deal with the possibility of rejection, and how do I put up with my Fujoshi housemate without wanting to stab her? Thank you for your time in reading this. Oh my god. Is this real? Did you copy paste the synopsis of what? Okay. Huh. Well, if this is real, I'm gonna assume it is. It's just like boarding house. It just sounds so. This sounds so like a TV show. Middle-aged men yaoi. Huh. Okay. Well, rejection is something that you'll always have to deal with throughout your entire life. Honestly, the best advice that I could give you is you could ask them, and you know, then if something blossoms and you're like, and you see an opportunity, you feel the time is right. You're like, hey, I kind of like you this way. You want to be like more? And then they're like, not really. Then, you know, it's just a matter of, okay, well, that's fine. We can stay friends though. And if you don't want to stay friends with them, I totally get that. Personally, every single person that's ever confessed to me and that I've ever confessed feelings for and it didn't work out, then again, that's been 100% of the time. So I don't know why I'm saying it like that. So yeah, pretty much every person that I've ever confessed to, or any person that's confessed to me, I've just not been friends with them. So I completely understand if you don't want to either. But if you feel that you still want to keep them in your life, then my advice would be to have a really uncomfortable conversation with them about boundaries. And it's an unfortunate one, but you kind of have to have it if you want to keep them in your life. Because like, say they get into a new relationship or they're pursuing someone that they really like, maybe you don't want to hear about that because, you know, you just got your heart broken by them because fuck them, you know? So maybe be like, hey, I don't really want to hear about that kind of thing. You know, it's a sucky thing, but you just got to take the chance. If you want, you got to take the chance and ruin the friendship. You got to take it. The friendship is never going to be the same again. It's never going to. That's the reality that you have to accept whenever you're confessing to someone. It's the reality that you're gonna have to accept. It's unfortunate, you know, but I don't know. Considering you guys seem to get along really well, you know, you have the perfect opportunity to. Just my best advice to you would be, in the event that you do ask them, be very clear about your intentions. I've heard too many horror stories where someone will ask someone out to something and the person thinks that they're going as friends or for fun, and then nothing comes of it. Make sure you are very clear about your desires. Say, hey, I'm inviting you to this as a date. Make sure you say that it's a date. Because for Whether the reasoning is because they're dense and they like you too, but don't think that you like them, so they're not going to think anything of it, or, you know, they just won't think anything of it for whatever. Be clear about your intentions. Be very clear. Be very, very clear. Like you, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. What? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Chill out for a second, okay? Slow down. Slow down. Why are we bringing up the Valentine's dance, okay? Point is, be very clear about your intentions, all right? God. Fuck. You made it too obvious? You said it first earlier in the goddamn stream. I'm not talking about... Oh my god. I said horror stories. Not mine specifically. I said horror stories in general. God. Whatever, bro. It was implied. Shut up. Shut up. Are yours not horror stories? Yes, but... You know what? Whatever, bro. We're moving on. We're moving on. Next question. Remy, by the way, thank you so much for the super. Ever since I bought your meet and greet tickets for Anime Impulse Bay Area, I've been having stress nightmares about what to say. Don't stress. I'll make sure to tweet so that you can hopefully gather your thoughts. God. Chat is crazy. I'm gonna take a lozenge really quick. My throat is getting a little dry. I've been drinking water, but it's not enough. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should do Paper Cola instead. I'll do Paper Cola actually. Have some water and then do Paper Cola. I was hoping to go at least 3 hours because there's 800 submissions. I was hoping to get through at least 150. If I'm actually carefully reading these and trying to genuinely give advice, then, you know. Paper Cola. Paper Cola. Alright, Paper Cola it is. Cola. Oh wow, it smells so herby and oh, I'm gonna spill. I'm gonna die. I'm dying. I died. Oh my gosh, I'm dead. Oh my. Oh wow. Wow. All right. I gargled it. All right. Wow, that feels amazing. Oh my god, my throat feels like, wow, it feels brand new. Still not used to that, dude. Yes, I was recommended to gargle it by a voice actor. Huh. Crazy Dale. Ooh, this is an interesting one. This is kind of spicy. Okay, so like, there's this girl I'm like sort of kind of interested in, and she's interested in me. She initiated our lesbian situationship, but like... Never do the situationship. Never do the situationship. Never do it. But like low-key, I'm not ready for a relationship, but I really am interested in her. And so I don't know what to do because I feel bad for keeping it this way and hoping I feel more strongly, so I'm inclined to start something serious. But I also don't know how to tell if I'm ready or not. Bless me with your wisdom, a wise one. Yeah. No, you're not. No, you aren't. No. No, you're not. You need to be honest with this girl and tell them how you truly feel. You don't want to be in a relationship with them. I think it's clear from your messaging. I'm not ready for a relationship, but I'm interested in her. No, you're not. You're interested in her so long as this situationship is going on. I think you should be clear about your feelings. I think you should be really clear. Do some serious introspection. Seriously evaluate. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not ready for a relationship, and you're in a situationship scenario. You sound like the person that doesn't want to put a label on things. And that's okay, but you have to be clear about that. So you have to figure this out. I can't answer this for you. You're saying you feel bad for keeping it this way. Why do you feel bad? Has she already tried to initiate something more serious with you? If she has, and she's making it clear that she wants something more from this, and you aren't sure, and you're saying you aren't sure, then you need to end it right now. That's irresponsible. That's very irresponsible. So you either need to be clear and say, I only want to keep this the way that it is. And if she's okay with that, that's on her. But if you aren't being clear and you're feeling inclined, quote unquote, to start something when you don't know if you're ready or not, then yeah, that needs this whole thing needs to just be dissolved. So there's 3 outcomes. 1, you start something with them that's serious. It fails, obviously, because you aren't sure if you're even into them that way. 2, you're clear about the fact that you want this to stay as a situationship. What was that? You are clear about the fact that you want this to stay as a situationship, and they're down for it. They're down to stay in the situationship with you. Then that's fine. You guys will just be FWBs. Cool. That's cool. That's completely okay, as long as it's 2 consenting parties. Or the third one, which is the situation that you're currently in, which is she will... actually, no, I actually don't know if you're currently in this situation. You haven't been clear about that. But this is the third outcome, where she is clear that she wants something more to come from this. And you will keep going, why put a label on it? And it'll just be a result of arguments. So, yeah, I think you just need to be clear, or you need to seriously evaluate. Because if you actually think that there could be something serious, you need to figure that out. I can't tell you if you actually want something serious out of it. But you need to talk. You need to talk, and you need to talk to yourself as well. You need to have a serious conversation with yourself about this. Do you actually like this girl? Do you want it to be more than a situationship? If you don't, that's okay. But you need to say that. You need to say that. Especially if she's already said that she wants to be in a relationship with you. But you haven't technically said to me that she said that, so I don't know if that's the case. But if she has, and you're kind of like pushing it off, yeah, that doesn't make you look like the best person. So talk to yourself, then talk to her. That's my best advice. I hate situationships. Oh, I just went to the next one. That's okay. I'll just read it. Vanta, I really like this girl. She's a wonderful person and we are vibing so well, but there's one single thing, one pet peeve that makes things difficult. And I hope you understand. She plays League of Legends. And I've tried every possible thing. I tried feigning interest, even though I despise it. I tried playing with her, and I felt like I wasted my time since she only gets angry, and it's pretty bad, not gonna lie. I've even tried showing her other games we can play together, but she just wants to play League of Legends. Vanta, what should I do? Is it Jover? Should I report her to Riot to get her account banned? Help a brother out, bro. Ooh. Yeah, you might just have to move on, my guy. I'm really sorry. Oh, yeah, no, you're good. She's a lost cause. You gotta let her go. You gotta let her go, bro. Yeah, no. Honestly, I could even accept a VTuber. But if she plays League of Legends, no. And you're telling me she's not even good? If she was like a high rank or something, then I'd be like, okay, maybe. But she's not even good? Nah, bro. You know how much toxicity is going to be in that relationship solely from her? Don't even do it. Don't even do it, bro. She's not even for the streets. She's for the lanes. Huh. Okay. You play too much, bro? Hey, I'm being real. I'm being so serious. I'm being so serious. You think like you and your partner don't need to get along on every front? You don't need to be completely 100% alike? But I think when it comes to what you both do in your leisure time, that's very important. Leisure time is going to be most of your life with your partner. Both of you are going to be working, probably, considering the economy. So it doesn't matter what you both do for work. Unless you're like a drug dealer or something, then yeah, that would not be great. Or if one of you is like, you do illegal work, you know, but outside of like your work life, what you do in your spare time is the time that you're both going to be spending the most time together. If all they want to do is play League and you don't like it, that's not going to work out. That's not the recipe for a successful relationship. I'm really sorry. It's just not going to work out. Like, it sucks, but yeah, that's just not going to work out. Like, if you cannot have fun together in your leisure time, then genuinely, what is the point? That is all the time you're going to be spending. I really don't want to. I don't want you to put yourself through that. Like, if she played League, that's one thing. But they literally said she's not willing to play anything else. So what does that say? You know, that's not a good look. Okay, so I'm gonna focus on this one, even though it's not a question, because I want to say this again. I get jealous when my boyfriend has friends. So this is super ambiguous. You're saying just friends? Do you mean like all friends? Or like girlfriends? There's a big difference. But I'm going to answer it assuming that you're talking about girlfriends, because that's usually the thing that is of concern for a lot of people. I think you need to define friends, because I will happily defend you if you're like, I don't want my man to have like friends that are girls. I'm actually going to be on your side with that. But I can't really say much with this lack of context. All I'll say is have a conversation with him about it. If he calls you insecure and says not to worry, reevaluate your relationship. That's all I'll say. Cause like my take on it is this. This is my take on that whole vibe. Okay, I'm gonna put an example. I'm gonna put an example from my perspective. As if it's from my perspective. Say, and I know that this is really gonna be hard to believe for a lot of you guys. Say I get into a relationship. I know. Suspend your disbelief just for a moment. Suspend it just for a second, okay? Say I get into a relationship and she doesn't want me to have female friends. When it's a problem is if you have people in your life, say summer, obviously you're going to have a mix of people in your life. If she tells you to cut off all the girls in your life, that's not okay. However, on the flip side, I'm not going to make any new friends that are girls. I'm not going to do that. I think that's weird. If I have girls in my life already, like that are my friends, like let me give you an example. Lacia, a literal real example. If I had a girlfriend and she was like, I need you to cut off Lacia. Fuck no. That's my girl. I've known Lacia for years upon years now. My best friend. I'm not giving her up. Absolutely not. I would not cut off Lacia. The fuck? Hello? You know? Obviously, there are other girls in my life that I would not cut off, but if they're already in my life, I'm not fucking cutting them off. However, if I get into a relationship, I'm not making any new friends. If my girl is supposed to be my best friend, why am I talking to anybody else? Why am I making new friends? The fuck? For what? For what? For what? For what? I don't need anybody else. She's supposed to be my best friend. So I don't need anybody else. That's it. That's it. And no, that's not weird. No, that's not weird. No, she's not insecure. No, nothing. Nothing. She's not insecure. And on the flip side, if I also asked that of her, I would expect the same energy. Why am I making new girlfriends if I'm in a relationship? Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? I have my best friend. So I don't need any more friends. That's it. That's it after her. After her, that's it. What if your partner is bisexual? That's a conversation you got to have with them. A lot of people don't agree with me on this one. I feel like this is one of my most controversial takes, but that's just how I see it. I don't need any new girlfriends. If I'm in a relationship. What if your partner's bisexual? Again, that's a conversation you got to have with them. I'm talking about in the simplest of scenarios, which is the scenario I imagine I'll find myself in. So don't make new friends for the rest of your life. Again, that's a conversation you have with your partner. Look, if I'm telling you how I'm gonna do it and you see a problem with it, don't fucking do it. If you hear me say, hey guys, I'm not gonna get any new girlfriends after I get into a relationship, and you're like, oh, so you're just not gonna get any new friends for the rest of your life? Yes, bitch. Yes. If that sounds ridiculous to you, then don't fucking do it. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yes, if I say, oh, if I get a girlfriend and I see her as potential and she's gonna be my wife, and I'm telling you, oh yeah, then I'm not gonna get any new girlfriends, and you're like, oh, so you're not gonna get any new friends that are girls for the rest of your life? Yes, bitch. Yes. 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 No new friends that are girls. None of them. No. Look, if she's the one that I'm gonna come back home to, she's the one that I'm spending most of my time with, if she's the one that I'm doing every activity with, and I make a new friend that's a girl, and that invites any doubt, any trouble, any fights, it causes any discomfort in my relationship, she's the one I'm spending most of my time with, 80-90% of my time with. Why would I want to jeopardize that? Why would I want to stress that out? Why would I want to strain that? Why would I want to put any struggle or problems or cause any issues with that? That's my home. That's my place to stay. That's what I'm gonna go back to for the rest of my fucking life. So why would I jeopardize that? Why would I fuck that up? And like what would possess me? What girl that I could meet after meeting the supposed love of my life? What new person could I meet that I'm like, oh, you know what? Honestly, babe, you know, I know you said you don't like this girl and that you're uncomfortable with her, but honestly, you're just insecure. No, bitch. If she doesn't want me to be with somebody, she's like, oh, I don't like that new coworker. Okay, she's gone. She's out. She's out, bitch. She's out. She's gone. I'm not talking to her anymore. Cut her off already. Blocked her number. Blocked her on everything. Blocked her on Facebook. Blocked her on, I don't even use Facebook. Blocked her on Facebook. Blocked her on Instagram. She blocked on Twitter. She blocked on everything. She's blocked on everything. It's fucking over. Yes. Yes, for the rest of my life. Yes, for the rest of my life. Yes. 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 That's my biggest pop-off. It's the thing that I am the most passionate about. That is a topic that I'm very passionate about. Yes, if I get with a girl, I'm not gonna make any more female friends. No more. No more. I have my crew right now. They're the only ones that are gonna be my friends. That's it. I don't need any more. I don't need any more. And again, it's what I do. If you don't want to do that, you make as many friends as you want. If you're a straight man and you get with a girl, you can make as many new girlfriends after that as you want. That's your prerogative. Not me though. Not me though. I'm good. I'm good. I got all the girls that are in my life that are my friends. They're staying my friends, and I'm not gonna make anybody else new. That's it.
No more. Whoever is the love of my life, she's getting all my attention. Nope, nothing else. She's supposed to be my best friend. That's it. It's over. All right, sorry to go off so much on that. I'm real passionate about that one. Yes. But okay. Next question. Pablo, thank you so much for the 5 gifted, by the way. Angelica, thank you so much for the membership. Thank you, guys. Purely a clarity question, no judgment. Does one of your guy friends coming out as trans count as a new girlfriend, or are they? Purely a clarity question, no judgment. Does one of your guy friends coming out as trans count as a new girlfriend, or are they grandfathered in? Oh shit. No, you gotta keep her. She's grandfathered in. It's like, hey, so one of my friends transitioned. They're a girl now. Just want you to know. That's so funny. That's such a funny question. You're so good for that. Thank you, George, for the super. Thank you, Kathy. Oh gosh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Oh my god. Do you get another slot if a girlie comes out as team mask? If one of my current girlfriends decides to transition, then I unlock a new slot so I can make a new girlfriend to replace her. Another slot is actually insane. It's actually a really immaculate question, though. That's immaculate question. I have not considered that, if I'm being so honest with you. I don't think I'd get a new slot, if I'm being so real. Oh my gosh, that got me, dude. Holy shit. Okay, all right, back to questions. Oh man. Holy shit. Do you get an increase in your party size? Do you get a new party member? Huh. Fuck, that got me. That got me. By the way, well, actually, never mind. I'm not gonna specify that. You guys know at this point. If I ever say yes, bitch, I'm not calling anybody a bitch. I'm just saying yes, bitch. Like, yes, bitch. Okay. Huh. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure. I'm just real passionate. I'm not yelling at anybody in the chat. I'm not calling anybody in chat a bitch. It ain't happening. Okay. Okay. This is a good question. I have a tendency to be very stupidly oblivious to people's attempts at flirting with me. What do you think are good telling signs that someone is flirting versus just being nice? Nothing. Nothing. Guess what? There's no good signs. Not a single goddamn one. None of them. Absolutely none of them. You're fucked. You're fucked. You're cooked. Deep fried. Battered. Golden brown. Your shit is cooked. You're fried. I'm sorry, friend. You're done. There's no signs. No clear signs. Everything is contextual. There's nothing consistent. Unfortunately, women and men and everyone else, we are unfortunately not NPCs. We will not do one action which indicates that one thing gives you more or less a chance. There's no consistent signs. You'd think like, oh, what if she's looking you in the eyes, you know, and smiles all the time? What if she laughs at all your jokes? What if she twirls her hair, you know, while she's talking to you? What if she touches you? What if she's constantly close to you? What if her body language is positioned towards you? What if she asks you out specifically to spend time with just you? What if she's constantly talking to you? What if she asks you about your interests? And then when you answer them, in future conversations, she regurgitates the things that you said to her, and she remembers the things that you say to her. What? Nope. 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 None of them. None of them. It's all fake. It's all a lie. It's all a fucking lie. It's all fake. It's all garbage. You want to know who likes you? You want to know who fucking likes you? It's the person that's never talked to you. It's the person that literally you see and you glance at them walking by the office or whatever the fuck it is. You walk by the door, they see you for 5 seconds. That's the person that's in love with you. They're dying in love with you. They're mad in love with you. Not the person that talks to you every day. Not the person that touches your hair. Not the person that twirls their hair while they're talking to you. Not the person that's smiling. The person that's interested in talking to you. None of them. None of them. None of them. It's the person you see for 5 seconds out of your day every fucking week or some shit like that. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. It's all fake. It's all contextual. It's all contextual. It's all contextual. It's all contextual. Good luck. Next question. If you make a girl laugh, you might just be funny. That's a good one. What if she laughs at all your jokes? Congrats, you may be funny. You might just be a funny guy. Oh, they talk to you like they don't talk to anybody else? Congratulations. They see you as a really good friend. Okay, all right, next question. My partner makes promises really easily and breaks them most of the time. As someone who really values trust and communication, this really sucks. Whenever I bring it up to him, he'll apologize and promise to do better, but it keeps happening. Yeah, that sucks. So, wait. Don't jump to red flag. Don't jump to red flags and don't jump to immediately leaving. So here's what I'm going to say to you. Here's what I'm going to say to you. Because I feel like this happens a lot. Before you give up, because this is really not great. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. This sucks. And it happens to a lot of women. So I'll say this. Before you give up, before you just completely drop it, men are dogs. Men are dogs. So sometimes telling them what you don't like actually gets you nowhere. If you keep telling them about the things that you don't like, they might just get pissed and they'll do whatever it takes to placate you, and then they'll just keep doing their thing. So instead, focus on the good. Focus on what's positive. If he does something good, blow up about it. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's my only advice. Men are dogs. That way, you'll only get the things that you like, not the things that you don't. And if nothing changes, then yeah, you should just leave. And I'm gonna be honest, if you don't feel like doing all that, I get it. So you could leave. You train them? Well, yeah. 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 Women train your men. What do you mean? Train them. Train their asses. 100%. Fucking train the hell out of them. Definitely do that. You want to know what social media has perpetuated in the last decade? The quote, if he wanted to, he would. And girl, let me tell you, no, he fucking won't. No, he fucking won't, bro. Train that man. Train him to kingdom fucking come. He's not gonna do shit. The only way he's gonna do shit is if he grew up around girls, or maybe he just was in the right environment to know certain things without having you to tell him. He's not gonna know shit if you don't tell him anything. You gotta train him. You have to. Because there's just certain things that he's just not gonna know. Do you know how many situations I've seen where a girl will be crying because her man never buys her flowers? And you wanna know why he's not buying her flowers? It's not because he doesn't like her. He loves her to death. As a matter of fact, he's probably constantly talking about her to his friends. He loves her. You wanna know why he doesn't buy her flowers? Because he thinks it's a stupid gift. Why would I buy my girlfriend or my lover something if it's just going to die in a few weeks? That's his logic. He's never going to buy her flowers because he just doesn't think it's a good idea. You have to tell him, hey, I like flowers. Boom, you're gonna have some flowers. Unless you don't, then that's another conversation. But you have to tell him. Yeah, you like all the phrase "if he wanted to, he would" does is create larger expectations and take the burden of communication off of you. Why would you do that to yourself or your relationship? You are literally putting a burden on your partner that they don't even know fucking exists. So then when they don't meet the expectations, by the way, the expectations they don't know that they have to meet, you get disappointed. Is that training or communicating? It's both. Okay, but Vanta, it's never flowers. It's never doing anything around the house or getting a job or not cheating. Yeah, so why are you with that guy though? I'm talking about new relationships, dog. If you're in a loveless marriage and he doesn't do anything around the house and he's cheating, then like, dog, I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I'm talking about like new relationships. Yeah, no, I'm talking about the phrase "if he wanted to, he would." You have to train. You have to train. You have to communicate. Don't relieve yourself of the burden of communication, because it is a burden. We're not gonna act like it's not a burden. It can be tough to have conversations sometimes. But I mean, that's just one take of the many. And it's also one interpretation of the phrase "if he wanted to, he would." Because I think what the phrase actually is rooted in is the concept of you've already told him these things and he's not doing them. So if he really wanted to do them, then he would. However, just like with a lot of phrases and words nowadays, things get misconstrued. And now a lot of people use it as a way to say, if he wanted to, he would. As in, I don't have to communicate or tell him things. He should just be able to read my mind. At least that's the interpretation of the phrase that I'm the most familiar with. So that's the one that I'm talking about. So, yeah, it's different. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know why that's a conversation, though. Because again, there's one interpretation. One interpretation is, if he wanted to, he would. You've told him these things, and he's not doing them. The other one is, if he wanted to, he would, as in, I haven't told him what I want, however, he should know. If he really wanted to do these things to make me happy, he would. He would just know them. But if you're in a situation where it's the first one, why are you still there? You know, maybe that's insensitive. I just... What's going on? What's going on? So, I'm only giving advice about the second interpretation because the first one just kind of doesn't make much sense. Like, if you're in a relationship and you're like, I've told them this, I've had sit-down conversations with them, and they still don't do the things that make me happy, even though I've asked several times, like, how is that still a relationship? But again, that might be insensitive of me. So, you know, that's why I don't talk about that one. I wouldn't even call that a red flag. That's not even a red flag. They just don't like you. Like that's not a red flag. They just don't fucking like you. If you told them what you want and they're not doing it, you're just in a loveless relationship. They just don't fucking like you. I'm sorry to tell you it. It just sounds like they don't like you. They're tired of you. Just say bye. You say run. This also goes both ways as well. I'm specifically talking to the girlies. Divorce? Divorce is scary. So I understand. What the fuck? A straight girl I got rejected by kept being too friendly to me, like sending me daily updates of her and shit. Now she invited me to watch The Last of Us with her. Gay-ass series I kept forgetting it's about zombies. Should I stay away from her? Because I fear I'm getting too attached. Yeah, you should stay away. That sounds really annoying. I'm sorry, that's really funny. What the fuck? My boyfriend always wears overalls and nothing underneath. It's the same pair and he wears them every other day with no shirt or underwear. Is this the thing all men do? No. What? That sounds. That doesn't sound like it's gonna be a good smell. Okay, I want to get to at least 100. We're only on 70. I want to get to at least 100 before 9 o'clock. I'm sorry, I still can't get over they invited me to watch The Last of Us gay-ass series. I keep forgetting it's about zombies. I'm sorry, that's the funniest shit ever. Like, what the fuck, dude? Is my voice okay? It feels fine. Alright, I'm gonna have some water too. Huh. 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 Okay, no. Since nobody seems to want to learn. My 4-year situationship wants to talk to me again. It's been a year since we've cut each other off. Should I try and talk to them? Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Leave that bitch alone. Leave that bitch alone. Leave them. And you said you cut each other off? Like, bro, hello? When will you learn? God, I just realized they submitted this like last week. I really hope they haven't talked to them. I really hope so. Ooh, this is a good one. How do you learn to love yourself so that you can love others? This is a very general question, but it's also something that I have an opinion about, so I'm going to share it. So, this is really interesting. So, all right, I'm going to say something, and it might be a little crazy. I don't think you need to love yourself so that before you can love others. I just fundamentally don't think that's true. I don't think you need to. I don't think that that's a thing. So self-love is just like confidence or anything like that. It's something that you're going to be working on for the rest of your life. If you deal with low self-esteem, low self-confidence, you're constantly going to be building on that for the rest of your life. And it's up to you to deal with those feelings, find ways to mitigate them, and understand that aspect of yourself. I don't think there's going to be a point where you can reach where you're just going to be forever satisfied with yourself. I feel like that's really unfair to you as a person. Because when are you going to love yourself? There are people that don't love themselves in relationships right now. They're in very happy relationships and they just don't love themselves for whatever reason. It could be physical aspects. It could be something. It could be anything. There could be any number of reasons why you don't love yourself. I don't think you need to love yourself 100%. Honestly, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, personally, I still don't even really get the concept of loving yourself. Like, what does that even mean? Like, what does it actually mean? Like, is it confidence? Do you love your body? Do you love your mind? Are you content with your life? Do you think highly of yourself? Is it about self-respect? What is it? Maybe self-love is just the wrong word. Yeah, I think that's a good one. Self-acceptance. You've accepted yourself. But even then, I don't think self-acceptance is necessary to be in a relationship either. There are plenty of situations where are you ever going to fully accept yourself? Ever? I feel like no one will ever settle. I think your best bet is to just understand that maybe you're happy where you're not happy with where you're at right now, but you're proud of the progress that you've made. And I feel like I didn't give as good of an explanation as I'd have liked to because I'm lacking the words at the moment. But I do fundamentally think that the ideology of you must love yourself before you love others is fundamentally flawed. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. This is for you and your upcoming sufferings, Hershey. Thank you for your wise words, Vanta Lovebringer. What the fuck does that mean? Why am I suffering? I just think you're okay. I just think you're okay. You'll be okay. I don't think you need to stress too much about it. I think. Oh, actually, you know what this kind of goes back to? My point earlier about how there are traumas that you're going to have that won't appear until you're in a relationship. There are problems that are going to arise from your lack of self-love in your relationship. But it's not unlike any other problems. People bring all kinds of baggage into relationships. However, it's on you to identify those and tell your partner what to do. You know, if you need extra reassurance from them, if you need extra communication, if you need something, ask for it. You can work through it. You can get through it. I believe in you. Nobody's perfect. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get to 100. My voice is getting tired. Fuck. I'm so sorry, guys. I mean, to be fair, I feel like a lot of relationship advice is very general anyways, so. Oh. No, I'm not using TTS. I'm gonna have a lozenge. Oh, there it is. Okay, so... I have a lozenge. Okay. Do you think I should use dating apps if I want to find love? For context, I am gay and no boyfriend since birth. No. 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 I mean, Grindr could help? No. No. No, absolutely not. What you could do... Yeah, actually, never mind. I'm just going to answer the question at its base. No. No, don't use dating apps. Find another way. I'm not going to tell you how, because I don't know your specific position. Just don't do dating apps. Find any other way. Like, they say 1 in 3 relationships begin online, which is true, but that doesn't mean they made it. How the hell do you figure out if someone has a partner or not in a way that doesn't make you seem nosy or make it obvious that you want to get with said person you're asking? That's actually a really good question. Huh, interesting. Huh. How the hell do you figure out if someone has a partner or not in a way that doesn't make you seem nosy or make it obvious that you want to get with said person you're asking? Yeah, so gonna be honest with you. No problem with asking that. I don't see any problem with asking that. I think you should just ask. I don't think that's a weird question. However, if you've known them for any extended period of time and you don't know if they have a partner, that's weird. That's weird. So I don't think it's a weird question to ask. I think you should just ask. That's really weird though. If you like, yeah, no. I don't see any problem with asking, and that'd be weird if they have one and they haven't told you or you don't know. That's strange. You should know. You know? So don't stress too much about it. You'll be fine. Huh. Huh. What the fuck? All the peggable twinks like tall and mature women, but I am a short and young woman. Do I just keep waiting until I become a cougar and can afford that leg-breaking height surgery? Or do you have better ideas, Mr. Lovebringer? Bro! Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know. Do you have any ideas, Mr. Lovebringer? Don't get the height surgery. I'm sure there's a twink that likes young and short and young women that would love to be pegged by you. Oh my gosh, dude. There's tons of volunteers out there. I'm positive. Positive. Don't get height surgery. It's not worth it. Oh my gosh, Willow, thank you so much for the super. Liney, thank you too. I have BBD, my therapist says I can't be in a relationship, therefore I have a huge trust issue when it comes to relationships. I mean, hey, that's understandable. That's something you'd have to work through. I forgot I wrote that. Please forgive me, chat. Nah. That shit was gold. Don't ever apologize. Vanta, I'm in love with a straight white man and it's driving me crazy. I gotta lock in. What do I do? Why is this so funny? You guys are crazy. You won't die. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't. You'll be okay. I gotta lock in. What do I do? As in, like, how do you get his attention? I don't think you have to do much. I don't know. I'm not a straight white man. I don't know what they like. Play country music. Wear like ripped jean shorts and boots. I don't know. I have no idea. Go outside of their window playing like romantic music on a radio and throw rocks at their window until they look out. They might report you, but you know, it's romantic. I have no idea. I don't know what straight white men like. I mean, it's really funny. I was trying not to engage in the discourse that you all were, but I technically am. They're just a man. Men are easy. Just ask him out. You'll be fine. What the heck? This is long. This is too long. Huh. How can I convince myself that I don't need to constantly chase someone who does not want to be chased? Write yourself a restraining order. And then forget that you wrote it. Boom. Caught in negative for 21 months. Also, thank you for the high-quality Polycrisis art on my TL. Posse, by the way, thank you for 10 months. I didn't get to thank you for that. Willow, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. Darth Kai, thank you for 19 months. Huh. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Huh. Ah. Ooh. Okay. Hi, Kroshi. A bit lengthy, but there's this guy who's always touchy with me, grabbing my hand and intertwining it in the middle of a hallway, always choosing to sit down next to me over his friends and have close proximity. We literally went on a duo ride at a carnival together, famously known for being a couple ride. He paid for my ride ticket, plus we have a Spotify blend together. And he just does so much more stuff that everyone around me said wasn't casual. Except it was all casual on his part, and his friends let me know that he was kind of spreading that I liked him one-sidedly to his whole circle, even randoms, which hurts the hell out of my pride because I was just going along with him with our interactions. What the fuck? Basically, I was probably being used to feed his ego. Now it's kind of awkward because sometimes we call with friends and I can barely face him now. Am I cooked? We're in multiple organizations together, so I can't fully avoid him. Yeah, that's weird. I think your best bet is just to stop talking to him and then enjoy life as best as you can. Maybe try to get some new hobbies as well so that you have things to do that don't involve him. You know? Personal things like self-improvement stuff. 'Cause that's really weird. It's really, really weird. It's really strange. Dude literally spent money on you, spent time, did all kinds of stuff just to feed his ego. I think that's like some narcissistic kind of stuff. I would definitely steer clear. And honestly, anybody that's friends with him, I would steer clear of them as well. And don't even tell them. Just like if they're really close to them, just stay away. Because that's some weird shit. If you can look somebody in the face, talk to them, and treat them like a friend, knowing how they treat other people, it's a bit strange. How to get out from a situationship because they always get jealous when I talk about VTubers, my Oshi. Huh? Just get out. It's a situationship. Is there a ring on your finger? Leave. The fuck? What the hell? Hello, Croshi. I, 20 female, have been dating this person, 20 male, for a few months now. At first, it was really rocky due to him never dating before. I was sad because he didn't think Valentine's Day mattered, and low-key forgets about me all the time. Ghosts me at times just to return and apologize. Only said thank you when I said the L word and pushed me away when I wanted to peck him on the cheek. In the end, he still apologizes. Recently, he's been saying the L word back, though. I don't know if I should keep trying or just leave it at that. Please help. Yeah, that's a bit concerning, especially if you guys are supposedly in a relationship. You go for a kiss and he pushes you away? Yeah. I think I would just get out of there. I think your play is just to get out of there. He's got his own personal stuff he needs to get through. That's a bit strange. Huh. Wait, this is cute. This is really cute. Tyrant Sama. There's someone I like who plays volleyball and I play too. He's really good and often invites me, saying, come join our practice. But I'm not very good, and honestly, I'm scared to go. Could you give me some courage with your words? Bisama, right now it feels like my heart is caught in the net before I even get the chance to spike the ball. Sorry if there's awkwardness, I'm not very good at English yet. So, my advice to you is just go. It will probably be very cute that you're not very good at it. It will be okay, I promise. Good luck, okay? Good luck and keep trying your best. And don't forget to have fun. Ow. I knocked over my prescription bottle. But yeah, no, that's actually really cute. That's an opportunity for them to teach you. For them to teach you. Do your best. Alright, on to the next one. My best friend and crush of 5 years has been jokingly flirting with me the whole time, but it turns out it wasn't actually a joke, and they said they're already over me. Help. Yeah, fuck them. Yeah, fuck them. Genuinely fuck them. I would actually stop talking to them. You know, that's weird. That's weird. You know, that's fucking weird. That's actually, I would actually stop talking to them. Seriously. What the fuck? What do you mean you've been jokingly flirting with me the whole time. You weren't actually jokingly flirting with me. So if that's the case, that means they were flirting with you. So what did they expect? Did they think you would be like, "Oh, I'm interested"? They're the one that's clearly interested. So it sounds like that's on them. That's on them. Fuck them, honestly. No, nothing for them. For 5 years. That's so fucking weird. No, if you want to play games, go fucking... Yeah, no, sorry. You're not playing games with me. Not with me. I simply wouldn't take that level of disrespect. I would cut them off. But OP likes them too? So? So? This has layers. Yeah, you're right. And we ripped them all off. The fuck? OP doesn't have a chance with the person. They have a chance to dodge a fucking nuke. Get the fuck out of there. Cut them off. They're fucking annoying. The hell, dude? I wish a bitch would say, "Oh, I know." It's like, "Oh, LOL. I've actually been flirting with you for the past 5 years." Oh, yeah. Yeah, you just stop doing that. It was kind of making me uncomfortable. It's like, "Oh, I wasn't joking, though. I actually really liked you." Yeah, fuck you. Die. Die. Fucking die. Wish you would. Wish you fucking would, bitch. Who has time to jokingly flirt with somebody for 5 fucking years? Hello? Ah, bro. Even if they did suddenly regain their feelings, why would you even want to be with that person anyways? They're probably a flake. Yeah, it's just a sad story. What the fuck? My ex broke up with me by saying he couldn't feel an emotional connection through LDR, but then instantly regretted it the next day. He said he wanted to reach ground zero. No feelings for each other whatsoever before getting back together again. Yet asked me if it's okay to flirt with me and talked about getting my family's approval. This is all while saying, too, that he doesn't like LDR. Is this a situationship? Should I even entertain getting back together? Girl? Girl? Block him? Leave him in the dust. The hell are you talking about? You have a wishy-washy ass bitch. Actually, you want to know something crazy? I'm almost 100% positive that the reason he broke up with you and said that he couldn't feel an emotional connection through LDR, but then, quote-unquote, instantly regretted it the next day, is because he found another bitch, and he thought he could get with her, and then when it didn't work out with her, he was like, "Oh shit, I'm so sorry. I regret what I said." Yeah, no. Fuck him. Fuck him. Get him the fuck out of here. Literally. Well, we should just kill people like that, honestly. So many of my friends have told me stories where a guy's just like, I like you, but I like this other girl. Would you be willing to, like, hold on? Never. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Actually insane. Imagine being so much of a little bitch that you can't just be open about what happened. Okay, 20 female, have never been in a romantic relationship before, nor have I ever heard of people expressing their feelings for me that way. I think it's also safe for me to say that I've never felt any romantic feelings for anyone that isn't 2D. Not that I have any. Do you think that's normal? Yes, you are 20. You are a kid. That's very normal. That's very normal. Honestly, I think it's weird if it was in the opposite case. You're fine. Trust. Huh. Huh. I don't know. Whoa. Interesting. Huh. I'm a 24-year-old girl, and I've never been on a date. At this point, I just need a good speech to push me to actually go out and mingle. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. I also had a fear of men in school, so maybe that's why I never dated. But any advice? Oh, illegal / kind of not. Also allowed to. Thanks. Huh. Have you considered women? Nah, I'm kidding. At this point, I just need a good speech and push to actually go out and mingle. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. Yeah, honestly, you're probably like, you're fine. 24, you're chilling. You're vibing. You haven't been on a date? That's not that big of a deal. That just means that you probably cruised through college and now you've been working and you're like, oh, I'm good. You're balling. Don't stress about it too much. Put yourself out there. Get dressed up, you know? Work on yourself. Develop some hobbies. Make yourself interesting. I'm sure you'll be just fine. You've got nothing to worry about. But, you know, if you want to start, then do your best. Focus on yourself. Again, get some hobbies. Do things that would make you become a more interesting person. Then go out. Trust me. I'm sure something will happen. Also, really big word of advice. And look, I feel like this isn't gonna sound good. I'm gonna say this though. I mean this in the most positive way, because I've dealt with this as well. And this is to all the girlies. Especially if you're like, I've never been on a date, or I'm trying to get a boyfriend and I feel like guys just don't approach me even though I look really good and I'm really confident in my appearance. Gosh, I'm trying to figure out how to say this without sounding like the worst person ever. Girl, you gotta work on your RBF. I just know you have it. I know you fucking have it. If you're a Vantacrow, I know you got the thickest fucking RBF ever. You gotta work on it, bro. You gotta work on it. You gotta fucking fix your RBF. You have to. No one is ever gonna approach you. And the reason I was so scared to say it is because the whole concept of like, oh, you should smile more. Like, I won't say that because I don't want to be like that, but it's RBF. It really is. You're not approachable. You're just not. You look scary. You look angry. And guys will be afraid to approach you. If you're specifically looking for a guy to approach you and you're like, why haven't I been on a date? Why have I not been asked out? I feel like, you know, I'm a catch. I'm hot as hell. That's why. It's because they're intimidated by you. Guys are intimidated by successful, attractive women. They are, and they will not approach them. I'm more than positive. You know? So any effort that you can put into making yourself more affable or approachable is greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. I'm not calling you out. It's just the truth. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. It really is. Don't point me out like this. It's just your RBF. That's it. That's it. I'm not saying to smile. Just don't look so goddamn angry all the time. Well, then I need a brave man. You know, that's one way to look at it. I feel like it goes so far. I know so many guys that are just like, nah, bro, she looks like she wants to be alone. She looks angry. Meanwhile, the moment you come up and talk to her, she'll like immediately turn a smile on her face, like, oh, hi, how are you doing? She's like the sweetest girl you will ever meet, but she's got the fucking fattest RBF you ever seen in your goddamn life. She's not mad. The thing is that you're right, you aren't mad, but you look mad. How do you even know, bish? Girl, you did not just talk to me like that. And you actually expect me to believe that you don't have an RBF. How do you even know, bish? Oh, really? How do you think I know? How do you think I know? You just told on yourself. You just told on yourself. You just told on yourself. I don't know what to tell you. I could feel the smile forming. You're just like, fuck, he's right. Oh my gosh. You self-reported. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I'll do better. Proud of you. I'm proud of all of you. I believe in you, okay? I believe in you. But again, this is only if you're looking to get approached, if you're trying to get approached. Don't look angry all the time. I'm trying. I'm sorry. I know it's hard. The other thing too is that, you know, you don't have to smile all the time because you don't want to form too many wrinkles. You know, even though aging is normal, you're just like, why am I smiling all the time? It hurts to smile all the time, you know? I totally get that. I've got serious RBF too. I mean, you've seen it. You're trying not to get approached though. Men are creeps. That's what I'm saying. So this advice isn't for you. But I'm saying if you are a woman and you are trying to get approached by a man, your best bet is to drop the RBF. That is not best bet. That's one of the things you can do, and I feel like it helps a lot. Guys are really intimidated by it. It feels so weird to say confident women, but it's just the truth. Guys are intimidated by confident women. If you're confident and you know your worth, a lot of guys just will not want to approach you. And it's not because they don't think you're pretty. They probably think you're fucking gorgeous, but they won't try. They will not try because they are genuinely afraid. They are afraid that they will be shot down in the worst way possible. The worst she can say is no. No, it's fucking not, brother. No, it's not. And it's been proven time and time again throughout the history of man. That is just not true. The worst she can say is not fucking no. It's just not true. It's just not true. That's a lie. Perpetuated by Big Yes. That is not the worst she can say. So, you know, anything on your end that you can do to make yourself appear more affable and approachable, perfect. Don't stress too much about it, though. Stay beautiful. Okay. Oh, okay, this is interesting. I don't want to put the bottom part, but I guess I have no choice. LOL. Oh, okay, no need to read this out loud, but if it provides context. Okay. Okay, that's fine then. Okay, so what is the best way to get my girlfriend flushed? I've been calling her nicknames over text, darling, my love, etc., but I think she's gotten used to them. Any suggestions would be greatly appreciated, even unhinged ones. I think those might actually work better knowing her. Unhinged ones? Like to get her flushed? I mean, I don't know how comfortable you guys are with talking about certain topics, you know? But like, go crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? You know, tell her about what that mouth do. You know? Say that you can hit her with the 360 no scope, double YY throwing knife trick shot. You know? Say that you'll take your tongue and you'll spell the alphabet all over that thing. You know? look, hey, those are unhinged. I don't really know what else you could say. I'm not really good at making girls flush. I wouldn't know. Flushed? I don't know. Maybe maybe make her feel special. Maybe pet names aren't enough, you know? Tell her what you want to do, not in a sexual way, you know? Tell her how she's the only girl in the world for you. You know? That you love her unconditionally. That you want to make her feel as special as she is. That if you could, you would treat her to the most extravagant dinner in the world. Tell her that. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, next. Huh. No. I can't do that one. No. I am not equipped. I'm not equipped. I'm very sorry. Huh. Nah. Okay. Asking for a friend. Is dating someone who's 49 okay? I'm 22, by the way. So before I answer this, you said asking for a friend. Is dating someone who's 49 okay? And then in the next parenthetical statement, you say, I'm 22, by the way. You just fucking told on yourself. You made a typo? Okay, all right. I'll take it. That was a typo. All right then. Yeah, no, that's grooming. You're being groomed. Your friend is being groomed. Yes, that is grooming. I would still argue that's grooming. Yes, it's 4 years after 18. Yeah, I find that weird. That's very weird. I'm sorry. I don't care if it's 4 years after you're 18. That's grooming to me. 49. What do you have in common with a 22-year-old? I think if you're 49, the youngest you should be dating is maybe 28. Maybe. That depends on a variety of factors. And I say that because I feel like 28-year-olds, your prefrontal cortex is fully developed. You might be well nestled within your career, depending on what stage of life you're in. There's a lot of things that can happen. I feel like 28 is the youngest. And even then, that's still a bit strange. I would say 30, maybe. But yeah, no, 49 and 22. Yeah, no, that's grooming. That's grooming. I don't care if she's 22 and she's out of college. Her prefrontal cortex is not fully developed. She is basically still a student. She is like, she's a child. What the hell? Hell no. Like, what the fuck? That's your dad. That's your dad. Hey Krisis, so long story short, I kind of have this thing with a guy, not official, but I'm arrow ace. I really don't have a single romantic bone in me. Do you think I should just break it off? But I really feel bad since the guy did so much to help me out. Thanks for reading, Vanta. Yes, you should break it off. That would be very responsible of you. Yes, you should break it off. You definitely should. If you're arrow ace and you know that, and you don't have a single romantic bone in you, yes, break it off. That would be very irresponsible of you to keep it going and letting him think that there's a chance of something like that happening. Please tell him and be honest. That would be very responsible of you to do that. Lately, I've been going out a lot, getting asked out by various people, but I can't bring myself to go on a date because I just want to watch VTubers when I'm not with my friends. Like, I don't even want to text back because I'd rather talk to fellow Vantacrow fans. Vantacrow friends. What do? Just date a Vantacrow. Duh. Date a Vantacrow. There are tons of Vantacrow dating already. Why can't you be another one? You literally already have a starting off conversation. You have a jumping off point. The ice is already broken. You guys already have something in common. Just talk. Boom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. The Vantacrow are pretty chill most of the time, I feel like. Just be careful. If you're a guy, they all have RBF. They all have it. They might seem like... They might seem really angry, but I promise you they're not. Promise you they're not really that angry. Oh, gosh. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I had to. Wait, what if I'm a guy Vantacrow and got RBF, bro? That's fine. You just look stoic and cool. But you're also fucked because if a girl was going to approach you, she is not now. Hey, look, they're into RBF. Easy peasy. Okay, I think we're at 100. I'm just gonna go until I'm tired. Oops. Oh. Huh. Yeah, honestly, maybe I should just stop. My voice is cooked. I'm sorry I couldn't get to everybody's. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I think in the future what I'll do is open up the form for like 6 hours. That's what I'm gonna do from now on. Y'all did what the fuck, dude? How did I get 800 submissions? If time allots and I can figure out a place to put it in, then I'll do a follow-up love advice stream to answer more. But that's if I can fit it in. How did I get 800 submissions in 24 hours? Genuinely, I was so surprised. I didn't expect it at all. I was like, how? I've never gotten that many before. In more time. Like, I've had forms open for longer times with simpler prompts. That's insane, dude. What's going on? I'm not mad, but like, Jesus. I hope you guys liked the advice that I did. And if I didn't get to your situation specifically, perhaps you could apply some of the things that I said to it. Also, I want to give some unsolicited advice really quickly. We never came across a question that allowed me to go over it, but this is something that I actually feel really passionate about, and it's something that I want to bring up. And this is for the Vantacrow boys. This is for the Vanta bros. This is specifically for the Vanta bros. Okay? You know, and girlies, feel free to correct me. Feel free to correct me if you think this is bad advice, but I feel that it's useful advice. I'm going to tell you two things. One, the first thing you should do, and this feels obvious, but you may not have done this specifically. Obviously, avoid alpha male podcasts of any kind, any alpha male stuff. And when I say avoid, I don't just mean scroll past. I don't just mean like ignore it. I mean actively go to it, click on the ellipses or whatever platform you're on, hold it, and click the I'm not interested. There's just stuff on there that you just don't want to hear. You just don't want to hear it. It's just not good. It's not good for your spirit. It's not good for you. It's not good for your mind. It will poison your mind. Like one moment, like you'll listen to it and like, you know, you'll scroll past it. Maybe like you scroll onto one, you put your phone down and you're not you're not paying attention, and then you've played it a few times. And then you hear it over and over again, and eventually that stuff it really gets to you. It really gets to you. It really, really, really gets to you. I feel like we're kind of in a climate right now where men don't like women and women don't like men. And it's really, really sad. So I think avoiding content, and technically this goes out to ladies too, but I'm not as familiar with podcasts that might promote women's hatred of men. I don't know if those exist or that kind of content on social media exists. I would ask you to keep away from those. Keep away from that kind of content. And again, I don't mean just scrolling past it and ignoring it. I mean actively taking it down from your page. All it's going to do is make you bitter, and it's going to cause you to borrow grief that isn't yours. You don't need to borrow grief from the future, from any other time period, or from anything that isn't yours. Never borrow grief that doesn't belong to you. Just don't do it. It's gonna do things to you in a bad way, whether you realize it or not. So keep that content off. And this one, some people might laugh at this. Some people might laugh at this, and it might be an unfair generalization, but I'm gonna say it anyways. So, fellas, a lot of girlies really like astrology. A lot of them do. And it's very common for guys to shoot this down and call it stupid. That's your initial reaction. Maybe you don't care about it. I'm going to give you some stone cold golden advice. This is genuine advice. Genuine, real advice. Not that the other stuff wasn't, but also you should take it with a grain of salt. But this one is real, like seriously, like lock in. Lock in, fellas. Here's a word to the wise. Stop shooting it down. Stop saying astrology's dumb. Stop saying it's worthless. Stop saying it doesn't mean anything. Believe it or not, girls like it when you don't ruin their fun. Crazy. Crazy concept. Crazy concept. Girls like it when you don't ruin their fun. And something else crazy to realize is that a lot of girls don't actually hardcore believe in astrology or horoscopes and all that stuff. Some of them just use it. They just think it's fun. They just think it's interesting. Not all of them are like, oh, I can't date you because I'm a Capri Sun and you're a Scorpion. You know, like, not everybody's like that. Most of them aren't, actually. A lot of them just are into it for fun. Don't shoot it down. Don't shoot it down. Don't ruin their fun. Girls like open-minded guys. Okay? That's probably the best advice I could give to them. I could give to all my fellas. And in Edgarvin's case, not you, but all of my fellas, my Vanta bros that are into girls specifically. The Vanta bros that are into girls, this is my best advice that I could give you. Avoid all content pertaining to alpha male stuff. Avoid all of that. Avoid all of it. Cut it off. Cut it off. I don't, don't listen about marriage statistics. Don't listen about cheating statistics. Don't listen, stop watching those stupid those stupid like videos where the guys will walk up to couples and be like, "Hey, yo, bro, are you in a relationship?" And he'll say, "Yeah," and then the girl will be like, "Oh yeah," and then she's like, "Can I go through your phone then? Let's do a trust test. Can I go through your phone?" And then it's like the girl was cheating, and then he leaves. Stop. Just fucking stop. They're all worthless. That's not you. That's some other guy. The chances of that happening to you, I won't say are 0, but they're not as high as you think. Social media will have you believing things that are not true. It's literally just rage bait. Stay away from it. Actively avoid it. Actively. And again, click that ellipses and say, "I'm not interested in this content." Get rid of it. Completely eradicate it from your TL. And then just be open-minded. Stop saying like, "Oh yeah, I don't like astrology's stupid. What's the point of it?" Like at the end of the day, it's just a dumb, whatever. Girls probably think the same thing. They just find it interesting. Don't ruin their fun. Don't ruin their fun. Let them be happy. Let them be whimsy. Let them be whimsical. Let them be happy, okay? That's it. That's the best advice I can give. That's my best advice to my Vanta bros. This world is so cruel and so dark. So many people struggle every single day on a daily basis. I literally just said the same thing twice. So many people struggle every day to just get through it. Anything is nice when it helps distract them from the woes of everyday life. So if you come into their life and not only do you not shut down the things that they actively enjoy, but you promote them and introduce new things to them that they can enjoy, you, my friend, are like gold. Don't forget that. Yeah, I really wanted to go over that because it's something that I've actually been thinking about a lot. I was like, man, I kind of missed that. No, I don't want a podcast. I don't want one. Maybe Diamond Days again. Vanta is wiser than most guys I meet IRL. You go, King. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. Edgar Benny's response still makes me laugh. What if we're gay though? Like, what if I'm not into girls? Like, what does this apply to me? Nah, bro, you're doing fine. You're doing fine, King. Will there be a Diamond Days Part 2? I mean, I'm sure that the cast will be together again. If people are in need of advice, and trust your judgment. It's as simple as that. You're a very level-headed person, and you really put in the effort. I wouldn't say I'm level-headed. I feel like in the moment I try to keep myself together, but it's hard. It's not easy all the time. But, I think I've just taken in a lot of advice because I've been on the internet way too much, so I hear a lot of people talk, and I feel like my way of thinking is informed by kind of evaluating everything around me and just going, I like this part of this and I like this part of this, but I don't know if I fully agree with either one, and it's finding what I consider to be the perfect healthy middle. Because, I mean, I can't remember who the philosopher was that said that, but every positive attribute is the mean of a negative, of a one that's too negative and one that's too positive. Like how confidence is the mean of the two traits, foolhardiness and cowardice. Confidence is the perfect balance between the two. It's the perfect medium. You want someone that is confident and knows that they can accomplish, but you also don't want someone that's foolhardy and will jump into situations that, you know, they bite off more than they can chew. You want that perfect medium. And I think that's always what I try to seek in life, is that perfect medium. It makes me feel nice. So that's kind of just all it is. I'm definitely not perfect, though, in every situation. I often react in ways that I regret later. Well, not regret, but, you know, I don't react to the ways that I want to every single time. Thank you, Mr. Ringer. You actually brought a lot of good advice today. I know, right? Isn't it surprising? Can you believe it? A lot of good advice on a relationship advice stream? Who would have guessed? Who would have freaking guessed? Like, who would have thought, dude? Who would have freaking thought? Both genders are allowed their hobbies, and we should all respect that. Exactly. 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 How'd you think for 9 months? Tori-san, thank you so much for the super. Otsu, congrats. Once again, reminded that you are a very wise person. Glad you're my Oshi, and I'll be careful with my RBF. I'll work on mine, too. I'll work on mine. Okay? So it's not just me calling all the ladies out, all right? It's not just me calling all the girlies out. I'll work on my RBF too. Okay. Can you start a training men academy and teach men how to be like you? Because Jesus Christ, you're goated. Nah. I think I don't think I'm all that great. I honestly think there are tons of like men in NIJI that are pretty cool. I think they all have a lot of valuable things to say and different perspectives, you know. I'm the way I am is just bred from my experiences and who I've been around my life. Jan, thank you for 7 months. I don't know if you read mine because I wasn't there from the beginning, but having so much fun even if my face doesn't show it. You cook so hard that my stove started smoking. Sheesh. I mean, you know, I try. Kadixa, thank you for 20 months. Need to find a man who is a green flag as you are, Kroshi. You know, again, there are a lot of guys that have, I feel like that share my sentiments. It's hard to do, you know? Like even me, it's hard to exercise every single thing that you believe in the moment. Because in the moment, things change. Things are different. So, you know, I don't always embody these, but this is what I like to go. This is the mindset that I go into with everything. Oh, hey, you're making me realize, you're making me remember. I see you because your profile picture stands out in a crowd. What is it? I retweeted that tweet that you made about Claude, and then unretweeted it, not because I wasn't committing, but because my whole point of retweeting it was just to make sure that it got onto his TL. That was really it. That was the only reason. That was it. I was like, if I retweet it and keep it retweeted for like a second, it'll get a bunch of attention, and then I'll just unretweet it, and then it'll get onto his TL. You hate them? No. Did he see it? Yeah, he saw it. He was in call with me when he saw it. We were in call, like just chilling. It was right before we were watching the concert yesterday. He saw it. Yeah, he saw it. He definitely saw it. I think he refuses to look at anything else though. He saw it and he was like, I'm not gonna look into this. So if there's any like quote retweets on it, you don't have to worry about it. Nobody else saw that. And he probably didn't read the thread or anything either. He just saw the original tweet. That was it. Mandy, thank you for the super. Thank you, Dr. Vantacrow, for your wise words. Please stay goated. And I hope that you will keep spreading your knowledge of the people. I will do my best this. Also, I didn't get to say earlier to these, but what is it? Noxie, thank you so much for the super. Andy, thank you for the super. I appreciate it. I didn't get to thank you guys earlier. Men of Love. Maishi, thank you so much. Mana, thank you so much. I didn't get to say thank you to y'all. Thank you for the wise advices. I do my best. Thank you, our teacher, for 2 months. The stream and some of the things you said were very therapeutic to hear. from my personal experiences. You're very well articulated in your beliefs, and I appreciate that. Thank you for being so good. And honestly, that's for making some mistakes. I feel like a lot of the way that I talk now is because I've learned to say the things that I believe in a way that is palatable, which I feel like is a lot better. Because I feel like I've gotten into a bit of trouble in the past because I say things and I mean them one way, but because of the way that I say them or the way that I word them, people take them the wrong way, you know? I'm late, but you're the best, Vantita. The hell, I wish all the people in the world have their Vantacrow bringer. Me too. Well, I mean, technically you have your Vantacrow bringer. I'm right here. Hey, it's happened before, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. I should move myself over. But okay, I'm going to rest my voice because I do have to record something tonight relatively quickly. Wish me luck, okay? I'm gonna release my schedule tonight. I'm only streaming on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. So you will be getting three streams from me guaranteed, or 4 streams from me guaranteed this week. A stream on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then I have somewhere to be. And then on Sunday, I will be doing... Actually, I guess I can just tell you. I haven't gotten any follow-ups about it. Just want to make sure. Yeah, so my special guest for this coming week's episode of... what is it? For this coming week's episode of the JP Adventures of Vantacrow is Alvin. Aruban senpai. It's Aruban. Yeah. I wasn't sure because I know he's been really busy and there's a lot of things that he's dealing with, but I was like, what is he okay? And I managed to message him and ask him about it, and yeah, he was down. So it will be with Albin. It will be with Albin. I'm pretty excited about that because I feel like I haven't had a one-on-one collab with Albin since we did that one horror game forever ago. And I'm like, man, I feel like I've been missing a lot of one-on-one collabs with people. Like I've been kind of collabing with the same like group or just doing my own thing. Like I want to collab with Uki again. There's people I want to do things with again. So I'm pogging. I'm pogging out a lot. So I hope you guys look forward to that. I'm thinking about figuring out a way to spice up the stream this time around, but I'll think about it. I'll figure something out. I'm like, what can I do? Even though I know people really like the current format as it is, I want to like see, because this is the 3rd episode. I want to like see if there's something else I can do to like spice things up, make it a bit more fun. But regardless, that is what we have planned. Honestly, I'm curious. I wonder if other people have posted their schedules yet. Like, because I think I have some streams that you guys are really gonna love. I think you're really gonna look forward to them. I'm doing something with Wilson tomorrow. Wait, is he still streaming? He's still live? Oh, he is still live. Okay. Okay, Pog. That works out then. Wait, what the fuck? Is Claude still live? Something figuring it out type stream. Oh my god. See, I'm doing something with Willie. I guess I'll just tell you guys when I post the schedule. I'll wait for a bit for people to figure it out, but I've got something with Wilson tomorrow. I'm doing a solo thing on Tuesday, and if things haven't changed, I'm doing something with Calyx on Tuesday. So look forward to this week. Look forward to this week. You'll find out what it is when we upload our schedules. Yeah, so look forward to that. I'm actually really excited about the collabs this week. I'm really freaking excited. I'm actually really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I hope it's karaoke. I still cannot sing, but one day that would be fun. Wilson and Calyx? Well, as in not like both of them. I'll be doing one collab with Wilson and one collab with Calyx. Waylon, thank you so much for the super. Cho, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I didn't even see the follow-up after your Oh my gosh, thank you. Kami, thank you for the soup. Shells, thank you for 20 months. But yeah, look forward to this week. I'll upload it ASAP once I get confirmation. I'm pretty sure everything is confirmed though, so hopefully everything's consistent and I didn't just tell you guys a bunch of lies. Pray for me. All right, I'm gonna sign out because my voice is tired as shit. I'm sorry, guys. I need to stop talking for a bit. Zandia, thank you for 1 year. Oh my gosh, your first 12-month ever. I'm honored to Kamiyoshi you. Honored to Kamiyoshi, grateful for each and every word since debut. Thank you so much. You're cool. Thank you. And Ari, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're too kind. You're all too kind. Thank you so much. I'm glad you guys like the stream. I hope I can do another one soon using this same like list. Otherwise, I'll open up a new one if you guys think it's a good idea. In my life, I've constantly met guys who are always telling me how I should look, what to wear, and what to do. And they weren't even my potential partners. I didn't ask them for advice. Honestly, I understand, and I feel like a lot of guys will do that. You do you, though. I believe that you will be able to find what you want. And if that's nothing, then so be it. Guys are kind of annoying, so I completely get it. Guys can be kind of annoying. Huh. Also, B, thank you for 20 months. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself, though. And thank you for the soup, I didn't get to say thank you. All right. Let me sign the hell out. Oh, jeez. Okay. Who am I rating? There's so many people streaming right now. Alex is on. Claude is still on. Ryoma's on. Aya's on. Wilson's on. Yeah, I'm gonna raid Wilson. Alright. Good night, guys. Gosh, Carl, thank you so much for the membership. Welcome to the Vantacrow. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your stay. And with that said, I am out of here. Good night, crew. Love you very much. Take care of yourselves. And don't forget, you're cool. Say hi to Wilson for me. Bye-bye. No! No!